Boker Tov, good morning. Today is Friday, September 16th, Erev Shabbat, Parshat Ki Tavo, and Erev Shabbat when our congregation is entering our sanctuary to daven there for Shabbat for the first time in our new space. Parshat Ki Tavo opens with a discussion of Hava'at Bikurim, bringing of the first fruits. And the Torah describes that when you come into the land which God has given you and you've settled in, then you have to take these first fruits and you bring it to the Kohen, and you have a whole long script that you recite, taking you through the reality of Jewish history and the suffering in Egypt, straight through to the entry to the land of Israel. And you conclude with that statement that God has brought us to this place and He's given us this land flowing with milk and honey, and now here I am with my first fruits. And you place it before God and you rejoice. That is such an important lesson, not only to the farmer in Israel in ancient times when this would have taken place at the Beit HaMikdash, but all through a person's life when they have arrived at certain points, when they feel the bounty, when they feel the gift that God has given them, that they have to stop and they have to say thank you. Thank you to God for what He has done for us, that God has brought us to this point, and recognize one's place within the flow of history. I am just the continuum of those who came before me. That moment of recognition is quite powerful. And so as a congregation, for those of you who might not be with us on Shabbat, and might not have been with us at the festivities last night, I want to be mindful of the need for things that we all know we have. And here I'll just share those once more, who we are thankful to, beyond the Ribono Shel Olam, who was our first and primary thanks. We are thankful to the folks who have helped take care of us, help us live in the exile from our building for almost 3 years. My heavens, almost 3 years. To Bet Am Shalom for lovingly housing us Sifrei Torah, to Kol Ami for sharing their property with us for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur services for 2 years, the Temple Israel Center for Shabbos after Shabbos, letting us make use of their gym to make it our temporary home without question, without any hesitation. To our friends in the Young Israel of White Plains who have, for the partnership after we've merged our minyanim during COVID, that to be able to continue to daven there for daily minyan. To our friends at Young Israel of Scarsdale for celebrating, us to partner with them in celebrating Yom HaAtzmaut, to Silverman Realty for the maple space that they didn't have else to stay in for those years. To our hosts amongst our congregation, the yards that held our tefillot, the Myers-Sadanoff families, the Kohlberg-Kelman families, the Brody-Blumenfeld families, the Siegel family for their sharing their yard for groups, and the Rosenstocks and Kahns for the sharing their yards for groups. And Acharon Chaviv in this category, to Marnie and David Bessler, who felt honored to be able to give up their yard to us and their office space, that our shul can make it a temporary office and be our primary spot for tefillah over this long period of time, with such kindness and such generosity. Amongst the other people we want to be thankful, we want to share our thanks with, are our Gabayim. We don't thank them enough, and they work really hard. Jack and Michael, who stepped out in the past year, Bobby and Gadi, and to Leah, who is the glue of it all, to Terry and her bear, who have really done such a difficult job over these past few years. Those are all the people that we want to give thanks to. We'll have the other context on Shabbat morning to be thankful in person for the people that brought our shul into existence, our new building into existence. But it's the moment in which you have arrived at your place that you should pause and give thanks to the people that helped you get there, to the Lord above, and all those here on earth. who have played that role. We thank you from the depths of our heart, and cannot wait to begin this new chapter together in our new home. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom together